In the Wild Kingdom, few creatures embody raw courage and ferocity like the weasel. Don't let its small size fool you. This pint-sized predator is a relentless force of nature. From ambushing rabbits 4 times its size to launching high-speed attacks on ground squirrels, the weasel hunts with unmatched intensity. And when it comes face-to-face with full-grown cats, it doesn't back down, it goes to war. This is not just a survivor. This is a savage in miniature armor, striking fear into animals twice, even 4 times its size. The weasel isn't just brave, it's a battlefield maniac with fur. Beneath the tangled underbrush, a rat scurries for cover. Nervous, alert, sensing danger. Then, like a bullet from the shadows, a weasel erupts into action. It's a blur of muscle and instinct, locked onto its prey with terrifying precision. The chase is brutal. No hesitation, no mercy. The rat makes one final, frantic dash, but it's too late. With a lightning-fast strike, the weasel ends it. No struggle, no sound. Just the cold, surgical silence of a perfect kill. In the dense underbrush, a rat weaves through the foliage. Quick, cautious, every sense on high alert. It knows danger is never far in this unforgiving world, but it doesn't see what's coming. Suddenly, from the shadows, a weasel explodes into motion. Silent, swift, and locked in. It's not just fast, it's a missile fueled by hunger and instinct. The rat bolts, zigzagging in a frenzy, hoping to vanish into the tangle of roots and leaves. But the weasel is relentless. Each movement is calculated. Each stride brings it closer. No hesitation, no wasted motion. And then, in a flash, it strikes. The rat's final, desperate dash is over in an instant. No sound, no struggle. Just a stillness that settles over the forest floor. The hunt doesn't end with chaos, it ends with chilling precision. One predator, one target, one flawless kill. On a quiet, sunlit path, a rabbit hops along. Innocent, unaware, basking in the warmth of a peaceful afternoon. But peace is a luxury nature rarely allows. In the blink of an eye, the calm shatters. From the edge of the trail, a weasel launches like a bolt of fury. Small, silent, and savage. It sinks its teeth deep, and before the rabbit can even scream, the predator is already dragging it, inch by inch, across the hot pavement. The struggle is short. The power difference is deceptive. Kicking turns to twitching. Twitching fades into stillness. The rabbit goes limp, its fate sealed by a predator a fraction of its size. With its prize clamped in its jaws, the weasel vanishes into the tall grass, leaving behind only silence, and the chilling realization that in nature, size doesn't always matter. Speed, precision, ferocity. That's the weasel's creed. On a quiet, sunlit path, a rabbit hops along, innocent, unaware, basking in the warmth of a peaceful afternoon. But peace is a luxury nature rarely allows. In the blink of an eye, the calm shatters. From the edge of the trail, a weasel launches like a bolt of fury, small, silent, and savage. It sinks its teeth deep, and before the rabbit can even scream, the predator is already dragging it inch by inch across the hot pavement. The struggle is short. The power difference is deceptive. Kicking turns to twitching. Twitching fades into stillness. The rabbit goes limp, its fate sealed by a predator a fraction of its size. With its prize clamped in its jaws, the weasel vanishes into the tall grass, leaving behind only silence and the chilling realization that in nature, size doesn't always matter. Speed, precision, ferocity. That's the weasel's creed. Inside a quiet chicken coop, the air is calm. Sunlight filters through the slats and the hens cluck softly as they peck at the straw-covered floor, blissfully unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Then, movement. Low and slithering, a shadow creeps under the fence. A weasel, small but deadly, slinks into the enclosure like a ghost. Its eyes gleam with cold calculation, every muscle poised for a strike. In an instant, the peace shatters. Feathers explode into the air as panic ripples through the flock. Wings flap. Beaks scream. The chickens scatter in all directions, slamming into walls, climbing over each other in a frenzy to escape the unseen assassin. On a cold, unforgiving concrete floor, the silence is broken by the sound of a struggle. A sleek brown weasel has locked its jaws around the tail of a much larger rat. The ambush is already underway. The rat screeches, twisting and thrashing with all its might, claws scraping across the concrete in a desperate bid to break free. But the weasel holds firm, its body tense, its eyes blazing with focus. Inch by inch, it begins dragging the rat backward, muscles rippling with strength that defies its size. For a brief moment, the rat breaks the weasel's grip, slipping forward with a surge of adrenaline. But that moment is fleeting. In a flash, the weasel lunges again, this time locking its jaws just behind the rat's skull. The rat bucks once, twice, then goes limp. At times, birds, fledglings, eggs, even full-grown hens can make up nearly half of a weasel's diet. But they're only a supplement. The real prize is the rodent. Mice, voles, and rats are the lifeblood of a weasel's survival, the fuel that drives its relentless metabolism and razor-sharp instincts. These small mammals aren't just food, they're the foundation of the weasel's existence. Without them, everything collapses. When rodent populations crash, as they sometimes do in nature's unpredictable cycles, so too does the weasel's future. Reproduction halts. Females don't even enter heat. Litters vanish before they're born. In this brutal world, survival is a numbers game. And when prey disappears, hunger doesn't just kill the body. It silences entire bloodlines, small in size, massive in impact. The weasel is one of nature's most underestimated predators. It moves like a whisper through grass, branches, and shadows. Unseen, unheard, until it strikes. Cunning, savage, and relentless. It's not just a hunter, it's a force of instinct honed by survival. From the tallest treetops where it raids bird nests with surgical precision, to the deepest burrows where rodents cower in vain, the weasel brings fear wherever it goes. Few places offer shelter. Few creatures can escape. When the weasel hunts, it does so with a single-minded fury, swift, precise, and often lethal. It doesn't rely on brute strength. It doesn't need to. Its weapons are stealth, speed, and an unbreakable will. In its world, there's no room for hesitation, no margin for weakness. Every meal must be earned, every battle fought to the end. It doesn't rely on size or strength or brute force. It relies on precision, on speed, on the cold, calculated art.